Guatemala might appear to be a paradise of stunning landscapes, but beneath the postcard-perfect surface is a reality that may surprise you. From controversial marriages and polygamy to roasting marshmallows over lava, this is not the Guatemala you'll find in travel brochures. Stay tuned, because what you're about to learn will challenge everything you thought you knew about this captivating country. Let's begin with a secret that's quietly sweeping across Guatemala, which is sugar dating. In recent years, this trend has taken hold, particularly among younger women, often students, who enter relationships with wealthy older men in exchange for financial support. Social media and dating apps have made these arrangements more accessible and discreet, allowing them to thrive behind the scenes of Guatemala's conservative society. While sugar dating offers luxury and comfort to some, it raises questions about the fine line between romance and commodification. But what pushes these women into sugar dating isn't just desire for wealth, it's a struggle for survival. Beneath the surface of Guatemala's beauty lies an economic divide so severe that many families are left fighting to make ends meet. While some find wealth through unconventional means, millions of Guatemalans must survive on less than $5 a day. The gap between rich and poor isn't just wide, it's a chasm. What drives this extreme inequality? And how do people survive on less than $5.50 a day? The answers may surprise you, revealing the complex historical, social, and economic forces shaping Guatemala's reality. While poverty in Guatemala is a harsh reality, the country has also gifted the world something undeniably sweet that has stood the test of time. One of the most beloved treats on the planet was born here. Let's take a look at Guatemala's sweeter side, where, even in the face of challenges, its people have crafted something that has influenced the world for over 2,000 years. Yes, we're talking about chocolate. Guatemala is the birthplace of this ancient delicacy. Over 2 millennia ago, the Maya discovered the cacao bean and transformed it into a rich drink that we still cherish today. To them, cacao wasn't just food, it was sacred, used in rituals, ceremonies, and even as currency. Beyond chocolate, Guatemala is also a land of fire and wonder, home to 37 volcanoes, with Pacaya, Fuego, and Santiaguito still active. Nestled in the Pacific Ring of Fire, these giants are not just geological wonders, but also hold deep cultural significance for the Mayan people. At Pacaya Volcano, a popular tourist spot, visitors can roast marshmallows over flowing lava. This semi-active volcano offers a rare chance to get close to lava streams. Imagine hiking through rocky fields, the glow of molten rock nearby, and cooking treats over geothermal heat. Guatemala's volcanic wonders are matched by its vibrant cemeteries, which celebrate life in bursts of color and culture. Picture a cemetery where tombs are painted in bright greens, pinks, and yellows, each shade holding deep meaning. This reflects the Mayan belief that death is not an end, but a continuation of life. One striking example is Chichicastenango Cemetery, known for its rainbow-colored tombs. Each color signifies a family role: white for purity, turquoise for protection, and yellow for the sun's life force. Families repaint the tombs during occasions like Day of the Dead, turning grief into a lively homage. Guatemala holds the title for the shortest women on the planet, averaging just 149 centimeters, or 4 feet 10 inches. This statistic is shaped by a mix of genetics and diet. Malnutrition has long affected rural areas, where many grow up without essential nutrients during crucial developmental years. This has stunted the growth of countless Guatemalans. The indigenous heritage, especially among the Maya, also plays a role. Yet, despite these challenges, Guatemalan women embody resilience, showing that true strength isn't measured in inches. Beyond its cultural richness, Guatemala faces the pressing issue of child marriage, particularly in rural and indigenous communities. Despite legal reforms raising the marriage age from 14 to 18 in 2015, around 30% of girls still marry before 18 due to ingrained cultural norms and economic pressures. This places Guatemala among the highest rates of child marriage in Latin America. The consequences are severe. Young brides often drop out of school, face health risks from early pregnancies, and become trapped in cycles of poverty. Amid challenges like child marriage, Guatemala holds a surprising secret: one of the highest fertility rates in Latin America. While many nations face declining populations, Guatemalan families are growing rapidly, especially in rural areas. In many communities, having multiple children is expected, driven by cultural traditions and religious beliefs that view large families as a blessing. However, Limited access to family planning services contributes to unplanned pregnancies, as many women lack the knowledge or means to control their fertility. This high fertility rate impacts education, healthcare, and economic development across the country. Guatemala also has a complex history of polygamy, particularly among the Quiche Maya. Though now rare, polygamy once played a key role in these communities. Imagine a time when multiple wives were not only accepted but encouraged. For the Quiche Maya, polygamy served important social and economic purposes, with more hands to help and contribute to family prosperity. However, modernization and changing laws have largely diminished this practice, and today, polygamy exists only in isolated areas. Beyond its cultural and historical complexity, Guatemala holds a quirky Guinness World Record, fitting the most people into a chicken bus, an iconic form of transport. In Jocotenango, Zacatepecas, 221 people, along with 2 chickens and plenty of gallo beer, squeezed into a single bus. Organized by the municipality of Jocotenango, the event drew wide attention as Guatemala sought its first Guinness World Record. After an initial 100 children boarded, excitement grew and adults followed until the bus hit capacity, breaking Poland's previous record of 209. Careful organization led to a final count of 221, securing Guatemala's place in history. In addition to unique records, Guatemala's remote corners preserve a centuries-old tradition, arranged marriages in indigenous Maya communities, still shaping lives in rural areas. Imagine a world where parents choose your partner and negotiate the terms of the union. Families discuss dowries and bride prices, preserving customs passed down for generations. Though it may seem outdated to outsiders, arranged marriages serve important social and economic functions within these tight-knit communities. But traditions aren't the only thing that run deep here. Guatemala is also home to something else that's truly awe-inspiring. Let's shift from the cultural to the geographical as we explore the depths of Lake Atitlan. Nestled in the Guatemalan highlands, this magnificent lake, formed by volcanic activity, is the deepest in Central America, plunging to a staggering depth of 340 meters, 1,120 feet. Surrounded by 3 majestic volcanoes, Lake Atitlan is a natural wonder that has captured the hearts of visitors from around the world. Just as Lake Atitlan's depths hold mysteries formed by ancient volcanic forces, Guatemala's democratic system reveals its own unique depths of innovation. While the lake's beauty draws in visitors, Guatemala's voting system draws in citizens, no matter their education level. In a country where tradition runs deep, even voting has its own twist. Guatemala ensures that even those who cannot read can still have a voice. Using pictures on the ballots, this system gives everyone a chance to shape the country's future. Though controversies may arise, the commitment to making democracy accessible remains one of Guatemala's most fascinating features. As Guatemala finds ways to ensure every voice is heard, there are forces beneath its surface that are far less predictable. In Guatemala City, massive sinkholes have been known to swallow entire buildings without warning, a stark reminder that nature often has the final say. One of the most infamous sinkholes, in 2010, opened up 300 feet deep, devouring a 3-story factory. These sudden collapses reveal the hidden dangers lurking beneath the city, caused by weak volcanic deposits and aging infrastructure. While Guatemala's sinkholes may swallow buildings, there's another force that shapes lives on a deeper, more personal level: machismo. In relationships, the concept of dominance plays a key role, with men expected to assert control, while women are often pressured into more submissive roles. Though younger generations are beginning to challenge these traditional expectations, the influence of machismo remains strong, especially in rural areas. It still dictates much of how romance, intimacy, and gender roles unfold in Guatemala today. As machismo shapes relationships in the physical world, Guatemala's online world tells a different, more revealing story. Behind closed doors, search habits uncover a blend of local desires and global trends. Guatemalans, like many around the world, show a strong interest in terms like Latina and MILF, with categories like big curves also ranking high. These steamy online search patterns offer a fascinating glimpse into what captures the attention of users in Guatemala, reflecting both local cultural influences and global preferences. While online search habits reveal hidden desires, there's a darker reality for many women in Guatemala. The adult industry, though technically legal, operates in the shadows due to a lack of regulation, leaving workers vulnerable to exploitation and violence. In cities like Guatemala City, individuals in this trade face dangerous conditions without access to proper healthcare or protection. Poverty, trafficking, and coercion push many women into this work. And although local organizations are trying to help, The stigma makes seeking support difficult. This highlights the urgent need for reform to protect those caught in this dangerous and overlooked industry. Thanks for exploring these fascinating aspects of Guatemala with us. What topic surprised you the most? If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe for more insights and stories from around the world.